Shalom, everyone. Welcome back to another predestined. I almost said it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, God. That's disrespectful. Welcome back to another predestined kingdom ministry or ministries international videos. I'm Kennethia J. This video is going to be on stress. I go through a lot of stress every day living in this house. Just due to my calling, just being obedient. Just the situation I put myself in for past actions and mistakes. So I go through a lot of stress. God say a lot of different people bring me stress throughout my day. Yes. And so I smoke weed. I do. That's exactly why I smoke. Calm myself down. Hopefully when the man come, God will take that taste away. We could just move forward while during his pregnancy. I'm sorry, I received a whole healing during the pregnancy or whatever have you. Now, of course, I know I'm not going to smoke, but anyway, for now, due to this, it's very stressful. So stress is pressure or tension exerted on someone or an object. Stress is also the definition of mental and emotional strain, tension, okay? Resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. Okay, resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. Stress can kill you. People get heart attacks and all kind of stuff. I went to the hospital before due to stress that it could have been avoided had I moved differently and started saying no back then, but I didn't. And we cause ourselves stress because we don't say no enough. I'm going to say that. We cause ourselves stress because we don't say no when we're supposed to enough. Okay? That's another part of it. Stress during pregnancy. You can definitely, like, if this wasn't supernatural, if it wasn't God all day, I don't know if I'd even be pregnant, guys. If God himself wasn't keeping me and what he's doing for giving me the provision for the vision, we wouldn't be the same. Okay, stress is very dangerous. During pregnancy, it can go to preeclampsia. That's what doctors are saying. Preeclampsia is a medical condition you get during, most women get during pregnancy. High blood pressures and all of that. You can look this up or go see your doctor for this information. I got this information from watching different doctors, and I'm hearing the Lord what to say right now. He said delays can cause stress. Yes. Let me see what they say about that. Delay causing stress. As we continue to postpone a task, repeated decisions to delay can deplete our mental energy, leading to a reduced ability to make effective decisions. Over time, this decision fatigue can heighten feelings of overwhelm and stress. Thank you, Holy Spirit, contributing further to the cycle of procrastination. My gosh. Did you hear what that does to somebody when you delay God's promises over their life? As you trying to get all this control in the way of a blessing. This is what delays cause. Overwhelming stress, further contribution to the cycle of procrastination for somebody. So delays can cause big stress. Okay. Be careful not to delay or be in the way of anybody's blessing. Don't be a blessing blocker or hater. Don't give an excuse as to why it's okay. God is saying, get out of the way. Let it go. I told you to let that go a long time ago. We're in the new. Will you not perceive it? You're causing someone to sin. And so God says his grace is sufficient for that person. Stress is our body's response to pressure. Okay. Stress is a great worry caused by a difficult situation or something that causes, it's a great worry. It's a great worry. Okay. Stress can be a worry. You're worrying about something. Maybe because a delay is there and it's not supposed to be. That's what the Lord is saying. Like, you're putting someone in a situation and you're telling them how to not naturally respond to what you're doing. And if they do, they're wrong. You can't do that to people. Everybody gets told what to do, and when you don't or do it, there are consequences for it, good or bad. I understand now. God keeps saying people. He say people keep covering up their transgressions. He see y'all making people sin. And so he's not going to make people pay for their sins and afflictions because you're pushing them into a fire or into death. Stress can cause feelings of unease, anxiety, frustration, nervousness, fearfulness, or helplessness. It can cause you to have changes in your sleep. Prolonged stress is very dangerous. Prolonged stress, uninterrupted, unexpected, unmanageable stresses. How do we turn that into biblical? Because I see two crowds listening, and I see one of them in, and I see the other one like, give me a Bible verse. Okay. Cain and Abel. That's who I immediately saw. Cain kill Abel, right? I'm sorry. It's been so long since I talk about it. Yeah, okay. Cain killed Abel. Cain was stressed out because his brother's sacrifice was acceptable unto God and his wasn't. But he did something instead of being still. Like, you got to know God is always testing us. When you get to know him and you just start seeing him move, he's the same. He don't change because he's not trying to trick us. It's not a trick. It's not a game. Heaven is real. God is real. And so he wants us there. He doesn't make it too hard. He doesn't put more burdens or things we can't bear so we can't make it into heaven. That's not the Lord. But he did test Cain and Abel, and we didn't have Jesus Christ back then. It was the very beginning. So he wasn't so merciful, so gracie, so much grace and merciful unto us. But he did, because he didn't kill Adam and Eve. He actually let them come to earth. I'm sorry. And so, where was I going with the Cain and Abel thing? Oh, the stress. He was stressed out. Let me tell you something. Cain was stressed. I was like, oh, shoot. Well, he was more so frustrated. And so that's what that is. That's what you were saying. Unexpected frustration can lead to stress. I hear you, Lord. Cain and Abel. Unexpected frustration can lead to stress. He was upset because he thought his sacrifice would be acceptable, more acceptable, or just as equally acceptable as Abel's. He moved so quickly though. He didn't give, like, he got upset and killed his brother. He didn't even give God a chance to, like, you know how Abraham had to go on Mount Moriah and God tested him with the sun thing. So I'm thinking, this is just me, that he was trying to do this. He said I was, but he moved so fast and killed them. I'm sorry. I know, Lord. I'm sorry. This is just me thinking, right? So I think he was trying to test Cain, and he was going to tell him, like, you know what? I was testing you in a godly way. However the Lord talked to us in the Bible, but Cain, I'm telling you, he moved so fast in that unexpected frustration and stressed him out, and he killed his brother. And so it's very important that you as a prophet aren't being a ravening wolf and pushing your will on someone that's going to push them into stress, frustration, into an environment they are voicing to you they don't want to be in. Yeah, Lord. And so that's when the Lord say, how are you bringing peace to somebody instead of stressing them out? How are you helping somebody instead of overwhelming them and pushing them to sin? Thank you, Holy Spirit. And so end with this. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. They push themselves. If it's not what they say, this has to be wrong. You got to argue with this one next to you. They got to make sure you have a bad day. They got to be the devil for the day to you. And then say it's good, it's God. Okay. And so that's when the Lord say false prophet. False prophetess, false bishop, false. That's not me. That's you. And you bring stress, frustration, affliction, things not of God. And he's just saying, peace be still, peace, respect this one, respect that one. But instead you watch these videos and mock him. You come right up to me and say the same thing I said in my video. And then you get mad when I curse you out or use profanity against you. You're disrespectful. You have to go in peace and not be around and stalk and monitor. It's stalking because the person told you to go away and you just kept following them physically and spiritually. And then not only did you follow them, but you caused stress. You afflicted them. You tried to seek harm after our lives, says the Holy Spirit. And so this is what the wrath of God is coming onto you for. You just never stopped. No matter how much God talked to you, no matter who you favored that he brought to talk to you, you just didn't want to receive God. There is a punishment for the wicked and evil doer. Even the people in uprightness doing it. You still are that person. You have to see yourself the way God sees you, good or bad. You need to receive it so you can correct it. If you're not receiving it, you can't correct your actions.